I'm ready, Van. I'm ready for interrupting. Live on YouTube. Weatherman, are you gonna make it today? Can I count on you at 1 o'clock? Y'all want Weatherman out there? Dude, what if it was me and Weatherman versus y'all? Would that be even? Would that be? Would y'all? Golly. Me take you out there and y'all even beat me? I'd hate your guts. Good morning. I can tell our Facebook, my stuff still ain't popping up because I know a lot of my friends don't even know I'm on here. Are you on the Facebook? Do you have Facebook? Why in the hell ain't you on here? Where is everybody? Josh, what are you doing back there? Well, I don't care. Why would you start your breakfast at 8:29 when I'm about to get up here and talk? I'm going to talk about something that could change y'all's life today. 60 seconds of gratitude is how we begin every show. Tucker, give me your predictions of who's going to win the races today. I'd like to know your insight. It's today. 60 seconds of gratitude. You haven't voted yet? No, not yet. Should have already done that, Jish. Like, comment, and share the stream if you would. Please do me that favor. I would really appreciate it. I'm very thankful today for my Wi-Fi. My wife. We have put our home on the market, and I'm very torn because I don't even know if I really want to sell it, Cameron. I love that house, but we do have a plan in place, and if we don't sell it, I will be just fine. But my wife has gone above and beyond to get that sucker ready. So today, I do have one showing request. In Murfreesboro, Tennessee, I think $1.2 million. There's just not a lot of people out there buying those houses. So we will see. Do you think we'll sell it?
Yes.
Do you?
Absolutely.
Well, Weatherman said, I don't even know if you want to sell it. So I don't know. We'll see. Living in an apartment for a year, building a house, would that be a lot of fun or a lot of misery? Or no pool, or dog. I don't know how he would feel about that. We'll see how it plays out. I've actually prayed about it. I prayed about it, little moon guy. I have. I'm praying about it. So whatever I believe, whatever happens, it's in my favor. So today's show topic is this. Van, how did I word last night? Last night, me and my wife, we had a rough day. So I said, hey, let's go have some dinner and some drinks. So we went down to Bonefish, and they make this burnt old-fashioned. You ever had an old-fashioned, Josh?
Like whiskey?
Yeah. Well, they make them burnt. They're smoked, and I was looking forward to it. We go down there, and it was the worst freaking old-fashioned I've ever tasted in my life. But my wife's tasted normal. Mine absolutely sucked. I was very disappointed, but I drank it, and then I ordered another one, and then another one. And then I texted Van, because me and my wife, I called Van, or what did I tell you, Van, what today's show topic was? I text Van after we talked. Because my wife said something, and I said, aha, she believes this. She said, and she's not on here to watch this, but I think a lot of people make this comment. Like whenever I was in high school football, coaches might say, either that dog will hunt or he won't. Analogies like that where you either have this internal attack to where you're just driven to get something done. It's something that you just have or you don't have. And she said you can't teach that. So how did I word today's show topic, Van Grufton?
Higher levels of responsibility create the most assertion.
She was saying you can't just be assertive. Like Van's kind of laid back. Van, are you laid back?
Somewhat, yeah.
Now, do you think over the last, how long have you been here now?
3 years.
3 years. Has your level of assertion changed?
Yes.
Have you ever been around somebody and they're just so laid back, you're like, damn, they're just too laid back. Have you ever been around those kind of people? Well, she made that comment. Either people get it or they don't. It's just in them. Like you're naturally like a driven, like a attacking person. You're more of a laid back person. You know, differences there. So I told her when you have increased responsibilities, you will naturally fight for survival. That's kind of deep of what I'm talking about. I used to probably be more like me. You and Hayden would have been in alignment. Kind of the Matthew McConaughey, okay. Yeah, all right. You know, I was kind of like that. You used to be a lot more laid back, weren't you? Well, as you increase your levels of responsibilities, whatever those responsibilities are, there's this thing inside of you that will say it's time to fight. Like a lot of people, most people, they never have this feeling until that survival is threatened. So what is one thing responsibility-wise that you think's changed my assertiveness? What? All the money that goes out here whenever I'm looking. So I've been that person that has changed, that has become much more aggressive, much quicker than I used to. And that would have never happened unless these responsibilities started stacking up. Money, taking care of other people, having to get things done. But what most people are wired to do, Josh, is to never put themselves in a position to where they have to defend that. They want to be comfortable. Like Drew's on here. You're either a player or a pretender. Andre says hello. Jacob, Remy, thank y'all for getting on. Cecilia, is that you, Caillou? What the hell? I thought you were Mark. You've been bullshitting me. How do you say that name? That don't look like Mark to me. Unmet needs create urgency. Great topic, my wife says. So, like Drew has, for a guy his age, he's accomplished a lot on his own. You know, he was not a silver spoon guy. You know, his family didn't just hand him over a lot of money, but he's building his wealth. Okay. The problem is if he has money just sitting there, that survival thing inside of him is not as it's not as aggressive. So whenever you're comfortable, your aggression goes away. Unmet needs create urgency. So this is something that you can force yourself to get into. It's very uncomfortable. It's extremely like right now, I've got all these thoughts because of all the people I'm listening to right now. I'm getting different forms of data that's coming at me. This isn't going to be a bad recession. This is going to be a terrible recession. I've got my banker saying, dude, you've got too much debt. Then I'm looking in there like every month, like my wife, if she hears this, she'll probably have a heart attack. But I put so much back into the company that every single month, like what do you think I should have if our expenses are $65,000 a month? How much cash reserves should I have in there?
20%.
Yeah, maybe a lot more than that.
Josh.
20%.
I'd say probably 1 or 2 months of security net.
Well, if somebody's watching this, they would probably say, dude, you need 6 months. Now, that's probably ultra conservative. Some people might say 3 months, but it's like I push myself to paycheck to paycheck. If somebody were to look in there, they might be, well, hey, where do you keep all your cash? You guys are my cash. You guys are my assets. I'm betting on you guys to produce that money. It's some people might say it's a dumb thing to do. Other people are going to say it's an Lorema says 9 months. We wouldn't have shit around here if it was 9 months. We'd be waiting to get Zillow with 2 Zillow leads a month, maybe. You know, yeah, 9 months. I wish I had that, but right now, because we're going into something where I'm extremely uncertain, it's creating me to aggressively start creating ways to get money in. I've got $2 million homes on the market right now of my own. I mean, am I panicking? What am I doing? I know one thing. Good morning, Zach Raines. I'm forcing myself into a form of action. I'm forcing myself to do that. I could just stay comfortable and take away a lot of the things. How would it be, though, if I said, look, we're spending $20,000. We're spending $30,000 a month in advertising around here. What if I took that to 10? Who would that hurt? It hurts you guys. Then you guys would be like, I'm out of here, dude. There ain't no future. There ain't no opportunity here for me. Why would I stay here? So I'm investing in people. That's where all my money is. And it's a very, very, very scary thing. It's probably scary for you to think about helping him, isn't it? You take on those. So Noah and like Weatherman, they put themselves in it, but like you need to start doing this. Drew needs to start doing this. Like whenever you become responsible for other people, your energy, your passion, your creativity, everything goes into overdrive. Do you feel like now you got to work a little bit harder to keep him around?
Absolutely.
See, most people don't want to put themselves in a position like that because it ain't as much fun. You got to do things that you didn't want to do. But what is the payoff? What does it look like in the future if you do this? That's why if people ask, well, why are you doing this? Well, there's something that I see in the future. There's something out there. That's why I'm asking you all these questions. How do you say that name? How do you say that in American? Kenyuar. I don't see no R's in there. Kenyuar. It's a tricky name. Damn, that's a tough. What's the shortest way to say it? Mark. So I'm talking to Mark, who moved here from Kenya, and I'm talking to Jacob, and right now they're in a, and you're still here, where things suck. The first year, the first year, it's really tough in this business. And I was asking him, well, when do you think you're going to get good? I asked Kenyuwa, Mark, when does he think he's going to get good? And you know what he told me?
I'm already good. What did he say?
A lot of people say that. Good morning, Brother Woodall. He said in a few weeks.
Okay.
How long is it going to take him to get good?
Year.
It takes a year. And the reason why I'm saying this is not to discourage you, but I want you to realize and understand when you're 6 months into this and it's still hard, it's because you weren't expecting the right thing. So embrace, man, I'm going to do this for a year. It's going to suck. It's going to be incredibly different. But I told you guys something the other day that I feel like is very, very powerful. There's one thing you need to focus on changing in your life. Tony Woodall taught me this. He's on here. What is it?
Yourself.
I said something more specific than that. Do you remember?
Your inner self.
Say it again.
Your inner self.
Your inner self. Do you remember that? If you can build that inner self, the hard work is done on the inner self. I can change, like I wore a pretty nice shirt today. That ain't changing shit on the inside. Change some on the outside. I could probably lose a little weight, but for me to lose a little weight, it would probably require work on the inside. So if I can help you guys change the inside of you, it's a permanent change that nobody can ever take away from you. So I want you to understand this year commitment that you're giving. You're not giving it to me. Who are you giving it to? You're giving it to your future self. What do you want that future self to look like? But too many people won't put themselves in a position to where it forces you to overcome difficulty, obstacles, challenges, because everybody wants to be comfortable today. But what if today's as good as you're ever going to get? Shut us down, Veen Grafton.